Yo, in this video, we gonna talk about Leonard Ellerbe leaving Mayweather Promotions, but lying to y'all the whole time. And we also gonna talk about how I told everybody, but y'all said I was capping. Before we do this video, make sure you hit my like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed, and let's cook on it. Mr. We got a plan for Tank. Mr. We got the blueprint. Leonard Ellerbe. Let's talk about Leonard Ellerbe. Now, recently, especially in this fight with Frank Martin and Gervonta Davis, Leonard Ellerbe has been really going hard promoting Gervonta Davis. Now, it's really not nothing new because throughout Gervonta Davis's career, Leonard Ellerbe has been one of the main ones doing the talking and telling everybody that Tank Davis is the best fighter in the world. That saying came from Leonard Ellerbe. But Leonard was always Floyd Mayweather's right-hand man. Leonard was TMT CEO. And recently, if y'all notice, Leonard Ellerbe, he ain't mentioned Floyd Mayweather's name. And when Floyd and Gervonta Davis was going back and forth on social media, Leonard Ellerbe immediately went and posted and says Gervonta Davis over everybody. Basically letting the world know, I don't care if he is getting into it with Floyd, I'm rocking with Tank. I'm rocking with Tank over everybody. Now around that same time, a fighter known as Jahai Ingram, he is one of the fighters under TMT Promotions. Well, you know, he's no longer with TMT Promotions because earlier this week, he announced that, you know, basically they let him go. He had parted ways with them. But he did an interview and he was complaining, saying that everybody that's on the roster is leaving TMT, and we see that. And he was saying that Leonard Ellerbe, who runs TMT, who does all of the business, who is the CEO, you can't even get in touch with Leonard. You can't even talk to him. He's been promised fights, and all these fighters over there at Mayweather Promotions, they can't get nothing. They can't get no fights. They can't get a conversation with Mr. Leonard Ellerbe. And we know Floyd Mayweather, he basically just the face of TMT. He don't really do none of the business. He always traveling in and out of the country. Floyd Mayweather, he focusing on Floyd Mayweather. So Leonard was the guy that was put in place to, you know, basically get these fighters fights and do the promotion for these fighters. But when you go to Leonard Ellerbe's page, when you hear Leonard Ellerbe talking, he only talks about Tank. And that's what, you know, Jahai Ingram, that's what he was complaining about. And that's what a lot of the other TMT fighters behind the scenes was complaining about. That's one of the main reasons why all of the fighters left TMT, because they weren't getting promoted. All of the energy was focused on Gervonta Davis. So Jahai Ingram, in the interview that he recently had done, he said, look, I ain't supposed to say this, but Leonard Ellerbe is leaving Floyd Mayweather. He's leaving TMT Promotions to go work for Gervonta Davis, GTD Promotions. That's what it is. And I heard that. I went and did some research. After I did my research and basically seeing that this was true, I came out and I did a video about it. And I told everybody, look, man, you can't listen to nothing Leonard Ellerbe tells y'all. He's leaving TMT Promotions. He gonna be promoting Gervonta Davis and only Gervonta Davis. And also the fighters that Gervonta Davis have under his promotional company, the up-and-coming fighters. And if you go listen to Leonard Ellerbe, you can look at all of this. He ain't promoting nobody but Tank. Now, when I came out with this info, everybody said I was hating and I was capping. Now, I don't understand how that's hating. But, you know, in this boxing stuff, with all these casual fans, all these fanatics, anytime you tell them facts and tell them anything that they don't want to hear, they're going to tell you that you hating. So I was called all type of haters and liars and all of that. But recently, Leonard Ellerbe, he was asked about this on several different occasions. And he continued to deny this. The last interview that I saw, Sean Zytel, y'all know who Sean Zytel, that used to work for Fight Hype. He asked Leonard Ellerbe straight up and down, hey, Leonard, it's been a lot of rumors going around that you leaving Floyd Mayweather Promotions, that you going to work for GTD. Tank. It's no truth to that. You can't listen to none of these rumors that's out here. I don't listen to none of that nonsense. So he asked Leonard Ellerbe again. And mind you, Leonard Ellerbe is looking dead in the camera, ain't batted an eye, and he asked him again. So are you saying that you are staying with Floyd, that is no truth to that? Absolutely no truth at all. Leonard Ellerbe lied his ass off. Like I told y'all, Leonard Elby was lying. I told you couldn't trust Leonard. And I've been telling people that for years. And we're going to get into some of that in a minute. But today, the news breaks that Leonard Ellerbe has left Floyd Mayweather Promotions. And who is his replacement? None other than Richard Schaefer. Now, this is an excellent move by Floyd because remember, when Golden Boy was the top promotional company, matter of fact, at one point in time, Golden Boy was bigger than Top Rank. Golden Boy was him. That was the promotional company that you want to be with. Golden Boy had Deontay Wilder, Errol Spence, everybody you can think of. Golden Boy had all of the fighters. Nobody can compete with Golden Boy. And Richard Schaefer was the CEO. He was the one that was making everything shake at Golden Boy. But once Oscar De La Hoya let his jealousy, take over being a dope businessman and running the company because he couldn't run the company, and he kicked Richard Schaefer to the side, well, Golden Boy, it went down, and continued to go down deeper and deeper. And Golden Boy was just a shithouse. Now, Golden Boy is making or trying to make a comeback now. They got some fighters that's signing with them now. They'll never be what they used to be. But Richard Schaefer was running the show. So I believe that this is a great move by Floyd Mayweather because that was when, Golden Boy was shining because of Richard Schaefer. So he's replaced Leonard Ellerbe. And I love that. Because maybe now some of these fighters that's still left over there on TMT, it ain't many at all, they can start getting some fights. And maybe, some of these other fighters can start signing with TMT because you can trust Richard Schaefer. He's a dope ass businessman when it comes to the sport of boxing and getting stuff done. But back to Leonard Ellerbe. Let's get back to Big Nose Leonard Ellerbe. See, a lot of people thought I was hating when I talked about Leonard Ellerbe, and I said, look, Leonard Ellerbe's going to be running GTD Promotions, and you can expect the same thing with Gervonta Davis's career that was going on when he was with Floyd. The fights that we was wanting to see with the big name fighters, we not going to get them no time soon because Leonard Ellerbe was the main one behind all of that shit. Who you think was behind, us not seeing Floyd fight certain fighters later on in his career? But I ain't really tripping on that because Floyd, man, already had an amazing career, right? But Leonard Ellerbe is the one that's going to map out these plans to get the bag the easiest way you can get it with the less resistance. And that's why Gervonta Davis has fought the competition that he's fought. Now, I ain't saying that he just been fighting just trash competition, but we know what it is. And Leonard Ellerbe is the one to blame for that. So when Leonard Ellerbe tell you, Tank gonna fight all these guys, he gonna knock them down one by one. And you say, well, Leonard, could the Shakur Stevenson fight be next, possibly, if everything goes right? Oh, well, I'm just letting you know, Gervonta Davis is the face of boxing, and he gonna get all these guys. And he always skips around the questions when asked directly. He never gonna give you a direct answer because Leonard Ellerbe has a plan, and that plan is all about Leonard Ellerbe getting to the bag. People don't understand when Gervonta Davis fights these fighters that you don't really have to pay a lot. Who getting paid a lot on the back end for it? Leonard Ellerbe. He getting a bigger split because they ain't got to pay the opponent a lot of money. So when y'all looking at it and thinking it's Tank, nah, it's Leonard. Man, and all that talking that Leonard be doing, I know a con man when I see one, and that's exactly what Leonard is. Leonard is gonna hype y'all up, talk around the questions, because he ain't gonna never give you an answer straight up. And that's just what he does. So when I say that we're going to see the same things, you're not going to see Gervonta Davis in the ring with Shakur Stevenson no time soon or none of that, because you got Leonard Ellerbe running the show, and we know how Leonard get down. That's all I be saying. So get mad if you want to, bite blood out your bottom lip, but just sit back and watch what I say. I told y'all that Leonard was leaving TMT Promotions, and I'm telling y'all this. Anyway, y'all let me know how y'all feel about Leonard Elby looking dead in the camera on several occasions and telling everybody a flat out bold-faced lie. I want to hear from y'all. Make sure y'all hit my like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed, and y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.
I slide, glide, choking on that lead.
2 miles per hour, so everybody's